Hi guys, so this is another video, but this time about the Steam machine. I'm a bit late to the party when it comes to talking about this, but I just wanted to share my thoughts. I think this thing is a big missed opportunity. So it's already been confirmed at this point by Linus Tech Tips that this won't be a Steam console. So it won't be something that is priced competitively with consoles. Steam isn't going to take a loss on the device like console manufacturers typically do to make the device more affordable. It's going to be priced closer to a regular entry level PC, maybe a bit cheaper because you don't have Windows, but it's not going to be a big difference. So probably, 800 bucks or higher. So yeah, I think this device doesn't really have, very mainstream appeal because it's going to be too expensive for people who like consoles to switch over. So it's not going to be appealing to people who like consoles because it's not priced competitively. But on top of that, it's not going to be, very appealing to people who already own PCs either, because it's not that great specs wise. And if you're a PC gamer, you already have a PC anyways. The only group of people who I think might prefer this device is people who like PC gamers that have outdated rigs and they want to just switch over to a device that's more powerful for a slightly discounted price. Because like I said, the price will be slightly discounted because it doesn't have Windows and Linux is actually free. That said, I do think that it will have a very limited appeal. So it might sell a million or maybe a few million copies, much like the Steam Deck did, but it's not going to be, as successful as the Deck. Because if you think about it, the selling point isn't really there. If I wanted to buy a pre-built PC, there's lots of competitors for that out there. Like there's no real reason for me to go for this device specifically, unless there's a significant discount, like I said. So really, I don't think that this Steam machine will be that successful. It's not going to be as much of a flop as the first one, but it's not going to be that successful either. And I really think that this is a missed opportunity because since Xbox is kind of leaving the console market, this would have been like the perfect opportunity for Steam to step in and act as a competitor to Sony, which I think is always a good thing. Competition is good. Without competition, you have like the goal of corporations is to just make as much money as possible. So I suspect that without competition, Sony is gonna get arrogant and they will start inflating prices or just adopting, practices that are anti-consumer. So yeah, I was really hoping that this thing would be a console competitor, especially since it would help expand the gaming market, because I think consoles are actually pretty important. They serve as a cheap entryway into gaming, and especially since the younger generations basically don't play classic style games anymore. They mostly prefer like live service slop and mobile games. I do think that a console competitor was something that was actually kind of needed to make sure that the industry can keep going on the way it currently is. But yeah, all in all, my conclusion is that, this is a massive missed opportunity for Valve. It's a very, very rich private company. They could have taken a loss here. They could have done something to compete with Sony, but they chose not to. Not to mention that this thing won't even be in big box stores. It's going to be something you can only order through Steam. So once again, I'm not sure why they're doing this. I'm not sure why they are really kind of shooting themselves in the foot when it comes to hardware. Because the Steam Deck also only sold like 4 million. And this will probably sell like 1 million at best. But anyways, thanks for listening. Those are my thoughts on the Steam Machine, and hope you stay for future videos. Goodbye.